So, buying a Focus ST Edition, let's have a chat about this. I'm actually at Gates in Stevenage, and yeah, they've got two for sale. I'm going to talk a little bit about the car, show you a good walk around. They've got essentially a car which is like so immaculately clean, so I'll share all the footage of that. This is the second one that they have, which is actually available to test drive as well, which is pretty cool. Hoping to get the chance to drive one hopefully in the future. But yeah, it's a bit windy out here, so let me step inside my Golf R and I'll share with you some images, and I'll share with you about buying essentially a Focus ST Edition. And actually just before I step inside, we've got a normal Focus ST here, just shown here in grey. This is not the special edition. The special edition is one of 300, so well worth going through that. And yeah, I'll chat to you about it on this video. So it's a little bit windy outside, so I'll talk to you inside my Golf R and share with you some fantastic images. I'll just actually show you, this is where I'm at. This is Gates Ford of Stevenage, so they kindly let me have a little walk around the car, and I'm going to get in touch with them to hopefully drive the Focus ST Edition. So yeah, as you can see from this amazing images, man, this car looks spotless. It looked so good. Like I can't even sort of describe how it looked in person with that color, the Azura blue paint. I've shared this plenty on my channel as well, actually. So essentially, Azura blue paint is one of 300. Speaking to actually one of the sales team persons here, it's a lot of Ford stores that get allocated these Focus ST Editions, special edition car, and also they've got to be quite good performing as well, and this dealership does look pretty substantial. They've got plenty of models here going, and yeah, just to talk to you about actually buying this kind of car, because that's one of the things that I didn't really discuss in as much detail. So the car starts from around £41,900, and with the options that you can get, which is basically heads-up display, blind spot assist, e-cool, options which are actually quite small, you know, £300-400 in terms of retrospectively in terms of the price of the car. That particular car in the showroom has all the options, and it's up for £44,000. It looked absolutely stunning. It still didn't even have any sort of like the film you use to take off from the screen from the infotainment, being the Mark 4.5 facelift Focus ST. So box fresh, and really cool to actually see two here as well, both for sale. And yeah, they hadn't been here long. They got one of the early two actually here, which perhaps shows that it's a credible dealership to kind of use and to kind of go through. The car itself, I feel personally, because it's such a limited rare run, and I've discussed before about the rarity about the car, I mean, it does look good within that colour. And the fact that it's the practicality of a Focus, it doesn't have any compromise over a normal Focus ST, or really over a normal Focus. Other than it's a firmer suspension, it's fixed suspension. That's one thing you've got to bear in mind. It's adjustable coilovers, which are manually adjustable. So a little bit firmer than the adaptive suspension, which is automatically adjusted you can do on the move with the standard Focus ST, like the grey one that I showed you at the start of this film. So those are the difference. That's probably its biggest competition, is actually a normal Focus ST. I've seen some facelifts on 2022 plates. You know, I want to be realistic to you as well. And I saw one up for about £24,900, and it was in frozen white pan roof, and it had done about 12,000 miles. And I was like, that's a lot of car. And you know, obviously £20,000 less than this Focus ST brand new. So that's probably one of its biggest competitions. And normal track packs I've sort of seen between sort of dipping into £28,000 mark you can get a track pack for. So that's again very similar to what the ST Edition is. It's the Azura blue paint, it's the exclusivity that you're kind of paying for, and there is a lot to it. You know, you've got the interior stitching inside, and you've got a few other little like touches which make it extra special, but fundamentally you've got to be really into your Fords and your fast Fords, which obviously I am. I share it enough on the channel to really go for this kind of car. I also checked a little bit around sort of like the emissions and like the road tax and stuff, which, you know, I don't know if they'll kind of throw that in, but it looked quite expensive first year. Obviously these are all due to like emissions and all sorts that kind of go on now. Yeah, so you kind of got to think about the whole package of whether or not this kind of car is worth it. I've driven a lot of hot hatches as well, including like the likes of the Civic Type R, including the Golf R, lots of the competition i30Ns, and I personally love the Focus because it works really well on the road. It might not be the most serious, even though this version is quite serious, but it's so rewarding to drive, and that's really the main thing. I've driven a lot of track packs, a lot of Focus ST, so I really feel I'm in a good position to be able to show that. And, you know, check out my channel as well. you know, subscribe if you want to get involved. There might be videos that you enjoy, particularly I share a lot of the Focus ST stuff as well, so have a little rummage after this film and see what you think, see if you find anything useful. And so can I recommend it? I definitely can. I think its biggest obstacle is the same car as the Focus ST, to be honest. I think it's a great car out of the box, and if you want the coilovers you can get the track pack, obviously with the facelift looks too. That Azure blue paint is a bit of a calling card. It's also available on stuff like the Puma ST. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Personally, for me, I think this could well be the last potential petrol performance Ford, potentially. Although looking around this dealership now, actually, I don't see too many EVs. Ford have not really, you know, other than the Mustang Mach-E, most of their cars are still petrol. You know, they've still got a lot of Fiestas here, a lot of Focuses here, a lot of Cougars here, a few hybrids. Obviously the Transits and stuff. So maybe we're not completely dead. Maybe they will revitalize it. Maybe there will be an RS. One thing I want to say about the ST Edition as well in terms of the driving, it's front wheel drive, 280 horsepower, but even that, you know, okay, it's some competitors have more power. It's quite a lot for the front wheels, even with that. With the stickier tyres, the Pirelli P0 Corsa tyres, which are very, very serious as well, which come as part of a track pack, also available on the ST Edition. You've just got to kind of bear that in mind. It's it's a serious car, and a serious car that can still be quite practical and usable every day. The infotainment is also changed a little bit as well in the ST Edition, which I discussed in my previous video. I've got plenty of content on the ST Edition, so please feel free to check it out. But this is just more about, is it actually worth buying? And I really do feel that's subjective to you kind of watching the video, based on the price, you know, £42,000 essentially for a base car, and then 44 with options. Will you be able to get a discount? I mean, hey, if you come to Ford store in Stevenage, say Sam sent you, and yeah, maybe they can help you out a little bit, and you know, hopefully maybe I can do a bit more filming actually and stuff here in the future. Yeah, they'll know the guy who came in and started filming and started talking to him, so just say, yeah, the YouTube guy. And yeah, and even check it out actually. It looks like they're available for test drives, so you know, I'm definitely going to try and hopefully share a drive as well on the channel with you, which I think would be really, really great. Even though I've driven the track back, it would be great to drive an ST Edition and share a really good film, another film on top of the ones that I've done. And they're just great to see that they're here, you know. It's star piece of the showroom. You walk in, that's the car they've got there. Then they've got one outside as their sort of like testing car. Yeah, I think it's a really, really cool car, and I'm really grateful to be able to share it. I shared the one with the subscriber, one of the first customers who got one, and yeah, to be here with Ford as well to sort of check it out and to show you those images. You know, as I've been talking, obviously you've been seeing it. This amazing footage, and hopefully it's come out well for you guys. But let me know your thoughts in the comments if you think it's worth buying, if you think there's better competitors out there, if you're really interested in it and what you kind of want to know potentially from me. Yeah, discuss. I feel that's probably one of the things worth doing at the moment, where we're all kind of at. And yeah, I'm really trying to push the channel as well, so any sort of support you can give, subscribe, like, and share the content really, really does help. And yeah, it's great to be part of the community too. But I hope you found this video useful and insightful, particularly with the images. And yeah, subscribe, check out other content on my channel as well. You may well find it very useful if you're watching this one. And I know a lot of you out there aren't subscribed but watch my content. Subscribe, just enables more stuff to happen. I'm trying my best to work with press teams as well, and ultimately the numbers do matter. So yeah, thank you so much in advance for that, and stay tuned for plenty more exciting content to come. Thanks for watching.